This is going to be a video showing you guys the various concealers that I have found very useful in covering up any type of hyperpigmentation or any blemishes that I've got going on with my skin. So you will probably hear a million times in this video that I have very oily, acne prone skin, and it tends to leave marks very easily, which I've mentioned in almost all of my past videos. So if you are a subscriber or if you watch any of my other videos, you'll know that that's something that I battle with on a daily basis. And so I try to find products that, you know, help minimize all of those issues that I got going on. So most of these concealers will be skin tone concealers that will just kind of help, you know, blend everything in with your foundation to minimize the look of your marks. And then two of these concealers that I have are actually more of a color correcting concealer, which is going to help if you have any kind of redness or darkness around your marks before you actually put on a skin tone concealer. So the first one that I'm going to start with is the Bobbi Brown Corrective Spot Treatment with SPF 25, and I'm in the color Dark Peach. So here's what it looks like. This one comes with an applicator, and you just put it on your mark on your face. You can put it onto, you know, your hand or a palette or anything, and then put it on your face, or you can just take it and dab it directly onto your face. But I like to put it on something else first. But as you can see, you can kind of see the color, and basically it just kind of blends into your skin. Even though it's a peach color, you see that it kind of blends pretty well into my complexion. So I would put that on the mark first, and then I would proceed to put either my foundation or the concealer over it. And what's good about this one is that not only does it have SPF 25 in it, which is going to protect your skin from the sun, but also it has, it's a treatment, so it's going to also help with minimizing the hyperpigmentation that you may have. Even though I'm going to show you guys all of these concealers that are, you know, that work for my skin tone, you can just, I mean, all of these will work regardless of your skin tone. You just have to pick the color that matches you best. But these are all the brands that, if you, like I said, have oily, acne prone skin like me, you might want to try out if you haven't already, because they don't break me out, and they, you know, they don't leave any kind of cakiness. The next one that I have been using for the past several months that I really like, and I think I maybe like it a little better than the Bobbi Brown one, only because I think the consistency is a lot, it's a lot smoother. But I think maybe that's just because it's not really a concealer, but I use it as a concealer. And it is the MAC Prep and Prime Highlighter, and I have it in Peach Luster. You guys are probably all familiar with this one. But I've never used any of these highlighters before, but I think this peach one is fairly new to the collection of the Prep and Prime highlighters. And if you are of a deeper skin tone, then, you know, this would work really good for highlighting. I like to put this on to my mark prior to putting on foundation or concealer, just because if you are a deeper skin tone, what I've learned that if you put like a peach corrector on your mark before you put on your foundation or concealer, it just tends to conceal your mark a lot easier. This one is also a lot darker than the Bobbi Brown one. The Bobbi Brown one I think has more of like a peach undertone, or not peach, like a pink undertone. And this one is more orange, but it's very concentrated, so you only need a little bit. Like, I'll just twist a little bit of it up. You can just put it directly on your face because there is a brush, or you can just kind of twist some up, and I put it on, like, I like to put my concealers on, like, it's just a broken mirror, which is kind of like a little palette. But I put it on there, and then I use a brush, and I just kind of put it on the marks, or you can use your fingers. I just kind of put it on the marks prior to putting on my foundation or my concealer, and it just, I feel like it just blends everything in a whole lot better. Helps me conceal it a lot better. So those are the two color correcting type of concealers that I use. Well, these next concealers that I'm going to show you, these are all skin tone concealers, and some of these I only use on my face, and some of these can be used for your under eye area or your face. This is the Nars Radient Creamy Concealer. Now, when I first started using this concealer, I think I mentioned to you guys that I'd only use it under my eyes, and that I wasn't sure how good it would be, you know, on other areas of your face. But recently I have been using it, you know, to conceal my marks, and then just putting some powder over it, and I love, love, love the effect that it gives. So I have two colors. I have Medium Dark 2 Caramel, And I have medium dark one biscuit. Yeah, and if you watch my other video, you'll know that I have two colors because in the summer I was tan and the concealers that I had just wasn't working with my skin anymore. So I had purchased the biscuit one, the lighter one, for when my tan faded away, because you know you can use this one. I use under my eyes or I use on my skin. Well, duh, on my skin, but I mean on hyperpigmentation on my face. So if I'm going to put it on hyperpigmentation, I'll use the medium to dark caramel because it's more of like my skin tone color. It can use it under my eyes too if you don't want any kind of highlighting. But if I want any kind of highlighting, I'll use the biscuit medium dark one, which obviously I'm not going to use on hyperpigmentation because it's just going to highlight those areas, which is the opposite of what I'm trying to do. The next concealer that I'm going to show you is also one that you can use under your eye area or on your skin. So of course, again, I have two different shades because it just depends on what I'm using them for. And this is the Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer, and this has SPF 10. So if I'm doing it under my eyes or any kind of highlighting, I will use the number 9 Warm Medium. And if I'm going to be concealing any kind of marks, I use the number 4 Medium Deep. So this, like the Nars, has like a doe foot, I think they call it a doe foot applicator, and you can put it directly onto your skin or you can put it on like a little palette and then put it on with a brush. And this is very concentrated as well. You don't need a ton of this in order to do the job. The next concealer that I have is the Urban Decay 24/7 Concealer Pencil, and I have it in KGB. And this one is like a crayon concealer. The reason I got this one is because it's just very quick and easy to use, except I don't like the fact that you have to sharpen it, because when you do sharpen it, you tend to lose a lot of product. But I like this one just because it's quick. I have not used it under my eyes. I think it would be a little drying, but a lot of people do. As far as it being 24/7, I don't think it lasts that long. But like I said, this one is just easy to put on your marks, blend it in. This is for, you know, someone that's maybe just on the go, or if you just want to do very light concealing just to kind of run out real quick. This is really handy, and it's really handy just to kind of keep it in your purse or take with you if you want to do like a quick touch-up or something. Next I have the Makeup Forever Full Cover. The color I have is in 12, and this one, as you can see, this one is like a squeeze out applicator, and what's good about this one is that it's waterproof and it says Extreme Camouflage Cream. So this is very concentrated as well, and this is almost like a foundation because like I said, this one squeezes out. But it's good like if you're gonna be going swimming or like in the summertime, or you know, if you are someone that wears makeup to the gym. It's waterproof, so it would be really good to work out in. But I do the same method, but because this is so liquidy, you could probably use like a smaller foundation brush or something with it, or your finger or whatever works for you, and just kind of pat it into those areas that you do have hyperpigmentation. And you can also use this under your eyes as well. I don't think I've tried this under my eyes, but this one too can be used under eye, on your under eye area, and on any hyperpigmentation. This is the Bobbi Brown Face Touch-Up Stick, and this is in the number 5 Honey. And this one, this is like it says, the touch-up stick. This is more of something that you might want to keep in your purse if you're going to have a long day and you just want to touch up any marks that maybe have come off throughout the day. This is so easy and convenient. It comes in a little applicator like this, and you just twist it up, and then you just dab some on those areas. And if you go to a Bobbi Brown makeup counter, they'll show you like the certain technique you're supposed to use to do this, but I mean, you just dab it on the area, and then of course you just kind of blend it out, and it works really good. I don't always carry this in my bag with me. Sometimes I might, but I'm not really the kind of person that touches up my makeup throughout the day. I'll just use a blotting sheet just to get rid of the oil. But this too is a very like easy, quick, you know, on the go type of concealer that you can use to cover any kind of blemishes or marks that you have. I haven't had any kind of breakouts or extra greasiness or any kind of effects like that from these. That's why I say it's really good for oily, acne prone skin. So I have one more that I'll show you, and this is one I'm sure a lot of you guys are super familiar with, and this is the MAC Studio Finish Concealer, and this has SPF 35 in it, and I have NC 45 and I have NC 42. Once again, same reason as the Nars, I have two colors because when I'm tanned, one is too light for me. So If I'm going to put it on a blemish, I'm going to use the NC45 because that's more of my color. And if I want to do any kind of highlight or under eye concealing, I'm going to use the NC42. So I'm sure you guys are familiar with how these ones look. It's in a pot. You can use your finger or you can use some type of brush. I have found that with these, my finger works a little bit better. The finger works a little bit better. You just make sure you have clean fingers, of course. You know, dab your fingers in there, put it on the marks, blend it out, and it works really well. So that's another option. And those are all my concealers. And another point I wanted to give you guys, you know, sometimes if you do have an actual blemish, not the mark, but the actual blemish, and you put makeup over it, it can sometimes, at least for me, can get kind of cakey under the makeup, I guess, because the products that I'm using on it are kind of drying. And so what I found is if you put something like a Eucerin, or this is something that I found recently by Boots, it's called Botanics Super Balm. It's 93% organic, and there's rosehip in there. And so here's what it looks like. And basically, I mean, it's just like a, can't really see anything, but like it says, it's just kind of like a moisturizing balm. And what I'll do, if I do have any kind of dry areas on my skin, I will just dab some of that on before I start my makeup, and then I guess it just kind of moisturizes it so that when you do put the foundation or concealer over it, it's not going to get like cakey and flaky because you put that extra moisturization on it. And so it's going to just look nice and smooth as you want it to be. So that is all of the concealers that I think are awesome for oily, acne prone skin. If you guys have used any of these and you just want to give me some more pointers on them, or just want to let me know how well they did or did not work for you, let me know in the comment box below. If you guys want to know any additional information about these that maybe I didn't mention, let me know in the comment box. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. If you guys are curious at all about what is going on with my hair, I mentioned in my previous video, which is it was the review for the As I Am, that I'm just doing like a no heat kind of thing lately. So this is the result of a twist out, which I think it came out pretty decent. I think I'm gonna do a review on the product that I used for this, which I think I really like. But yeah, only problem I think I had with this is that the ends came out a little frizzy in the front, but I think that's because I put a little extra water before I twisted it last night. But yeah, so keep up with my videos and you'll see this journey that I'm going on with putting no heat in my hair. So you probably won't see it straight for a while, but I'm just trying different styles that, you know, just allow my hair to take a break from being straightened and having heat on it. So hope you guys enjoyed my video. Thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. Like I said, leave any comments or questions down below in the comment box. Check out my Instagram, it's allmyluvs2, and enjoy your day.